Alright, this is Star Wars Edge of the Empire, The Force Awakens, Episode 1. I won't waste a lot of time with a lot of introductions. The bastard lands on the bladed planet of Ryloth, the homeworld of the Twi'lek species, in a shadow port near the city of Roanku. Your recovery took 2 days, 3 for those of you who had to replace a limb. And it weighs heavy on your soul that Saya Ren and the crew of the Midnight Prayer have a head start plundering the Eoth system. Your new crew member, Jest, has never visited the homeworld of his race before, and he hates it here. He suggests that since the First Order already has a head start, we have to leave as quickly as possible. But it also makes sense to get some small jobs done here in order to get better equipped. You guys know from discussions before with Jest that Ryloth's prime export is a rare spice known as Ril. Ril is mined from certain locations around the planet very discreetly, often with the aid of illegal slave labor. And Just knows of one such mine called Vundi Mines. The Vundi Corporation lost their mining license decades ago, but they've continued on into functioning long after they've stopped paying all of their licensing fees. And have since been bought up by the Hutts, and now they make these very discreet exchanges with various smugglers who come out to the Outer Rim to bring their ill-gotten gains back to the core worlds. Just has proposed that you guys do a heist. If you guys can swoop in on the smugglers while they're picking up their spice, you can steal the creds that they're coming to buy the spice with, and steal the spice all in the same fell swoop. It means pissing off an awful lot of people, but it's probably something that you guys might want to entertain, considering time is of the essence. And so, after Jest gets done giving his whole spiel, he says that you guys are the ones who are in charge, and we can do whatever you want to on this planet. But I have this plan, and if you want to, we can head out into the desert and we can get this going.
Sounds like a good plan. We don't have much time.
Yeah, I concur. I just don't like going only with 2 of us there. If we're going to have our... if Tall's going to bring in the air support, that means me and the Rodian are going to have to go on foot and be stationed ahead of time so we can plan for the ambush.
No, just Tall and Skuld are all going to come along with you on the assault party.
Yeah, I still don't consider Just a member of the crew, so he doesn't count.
Well, this one's my plan, so maybe afterwards you might consider me a part of the crew.
Well, we'll see if you can contribute this time.
So
right now you're just dead weight.
He's useful. I can vouch for him. You'll see.
Yeah, you've been saying that for like the last few months, and I'm still waiting to see. But maybe this time he'll pull through. We'll be.
Maybe before, as we do a scene wipe here to you guys all aboard the Bastard, heading south several kilometers out of the city of Roanku, we can do a very quick character bio, and each of you guys can, one at a time, just describe the character concept of the character you play in this story.
Does anybody want to go first, or?
Alex, why don't you go first?
All right, I'll be playing Tall Alra. He's a human. He's born and raised in the Outer Rim, where we are now. while he's a decent shot, he's more of the intellectual type. He's obsessed with finding out about his powers of influence because he is a force sensitive. So that is his obsession. Recently, his brother has presumably died and has also been searching about their force sensitive past. He's kind of a jack of all trades, and he takes care of all the piloting, computer hacking, astrogation, all that kind of good stuff.
Very good. Tim, why don't you introduce your character?
I am playing the Zeltron Bountyhunter named Riv Na'lor. He has stunning, flowing blue hair, golden copper skin, as well as deep blue eyes. He was actually born in space. His father was a human, but as of course you know, Mandalorians are a culture, not an actual race themselves.
Right.
He was bred into battle. He believes that if he is destined to win a fight, he will do it. The most reliable thing to him, besides his weapons, are his armor. Standing, friends aside, you guys are pretty useful too here and there. When he can't get information through his good looks, he resorts to violence because that's the two things he knows the best: is persuasion and violence.
Mm-hmm.
There's little room for anything else.
Mm-hmm.
His Mandalorian armor, which is his Beskar Gam, this is armor that's been passed down through generations in his family, and every generation has slowly upgraded it to where it currently stands now. Makes him a very intimidating foe, not someone you would want to meet in everyday life or in a cantina.
Definitely, you could say that his armor kind of typifies his role in the story. He's living in the role handed down to him by his ancestors.
Oh yeah, of course. And while he himself isn't, I wouldn't consider him as force sensitive. Things just happen to go in his favor now and again. And he does have an uncanny ability to sense when there are dangerous foes about.
Very good. Kiefer, tell us just a little bit about your character.
Alright, I'm playing the Rodian Skuld Plasto, and he has a background of high and mighty, the best hunter. He's all about the hunt, and he lives to shoot and shoot the best. You wouldn't really guess that from looking at him. He kind of sucks at everything and is always in the worst of situations possible. Shoot first, think later. He owes a lot of favors to the Hutts and likes to go bounty hunting for fun. Doesn't really care about the money, but it's really fun to shoot things that you shouldn't be able to kill. So that's kind of his motive behind everything.
That's great. And so with that, we have the core group plus Jest. You guys kind of picked him up along as well. He's been tagging along since the Dark Moon Space Station. I'm getting a lot of feedback from that there. There we go. Much better. With that, you guys whiz out over the desert. On board the Bastard. Its viewing port affords you a very good view of the desolate vista of of what's outside the city. Just a vast expanse of rocks and sand going in every direction, and comes to a point where your faithful droid R2-D4 informs you guys that any closer and the miners run a risk of spotting us. We're still here early enough in order for you guys to cross the terrain on foot, and we can lay here in low power mode and wait for the deal to go down.
That seems like the most wisest ideas.
So, R2D4 lands the bastard in a underneath a rock outcropping where it will not be sighted from anybody passing up above, and stows the ship in low power mode. It's getting to be dusk, as you can see the sun beginning to get low on the horizon out there. You can see on your data pads a route mapped over land leading to the mine known as Vundi Mine Corp.
Going to do a quick comlink check just to make sure that that the mining facility and the operations aren't messing with our comms. Just making sure D4 is still active with our fire spread.
Mm-hmm. You check and your comms work just fine. You can pick up a crackle indicating that there's probably somebody else out there in the area using a comm at a similar wavelength. So you guys could possibly pick up some comms chatter.
I have a general purpose scanner, and I'm going to use it for that exact purpose.
Okay. What is your computer spool?
It's going to be 3 yellow, 1 green. It's pretty beefy now.
You strain yourself.
Oh, man.
You
Well,
sense that somebody
tried.
out there is using the comms channel to relay. Yeah. Just as the first to disembark the bastard, he heads down and looks out over the horizon. You can just see some shiny cylindrical buildings shapes on the edge of the horizon, where the mine sticks out. Looks like it's a bit of a hike, but we ought to be able to sneak up on the smugglers this way. And so he disembarks down and takes a short trail winding off along a tree line.
I follow my comrade.
As do I.
How about you, Riv?
I'll follow, but I want to take up a fighting position.
Well, you don't see anyone present to attack. Will you mute your... Yeah, I'm getting a lot of feedback from you, Alex. I wonder what that is. I'm hearing my own voice come back to me every time I speak. It's really...
I'll plug in some headphones.
Yeah, it's enormously off-putting.
No, I meant that as like they're falling from say like 10, 20, probably 30 meters or so. I'll be falling from the same distance, but parallel to them, about 10, 15 meters, like to the right. If that makes sense.
Yeah, a little bit off left of center.
Yeah,
or
like
right of center.
Like a staggered formation.
Well, there we go. We got Alex back now. So, you guys head down towards the mines, and you can see that there's a large stone formation, and then there's a wide desert expanse, and sort of two paths leading out towards the mines, and kind of are faced with the choice to either go out over the sands or face the rocks.
I don't like being in the open. The rocks will be a slightly hazardous challenge, but I think it's worth the risk. It's not being seen.
I
There's
agree
also
as well.
nothing hiding out in the open.
Yeah.
Who knows what's in the rocks?
No, I mean that's just the risk we have to take. I mean, for all we know, there could be creatures out there under the sand. So
True. I'm gonna follow the group who's probably looking at the rocks right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and try to use my general purpose scanner to try and pick up any life forms.
Mm-hmm. You can see that Ryloth, although it looks completely desolate, is filled with a variety of creatures that are adapted to the extreme temperatures of the planet. Especially since you guys are kind of near to the the temporal band that surrounds the planet, just off of the equator. You guys proceed into the night, and you can see off in the distance there's a ATST. It's like a scout transport. It's a big walker that's up on stilts and has very light armor and an open back on it. It's you can see that the two miners, the two corporate miners, are piloting the ATST. Looks like they're scavenging parts off of other broken down equipment out here in the desert. And also doing scouting runs around here. You're pretty sure that they have comms to communicate with the mines. And if they were to see you guys, they might make mention that they spotted you.
yeah, we should probably take cover in the rocky area and hide until they pass.
They don't look like much of a threat physically, though.
Yeah, but if there's any chance of them radioing in our position or that there's other people out here, that loses our element of surprise. Everyone will be, they'll be ready for something. I'd rather not alert them.
Yeah. So you get.
Well, I'll roll stealth and try to take cover in the rocks. Go past them.
Yeah. Do you have a die roller, Kiefer, or shall I roll for you?
If you'd like it to display on the screen, you can do it. Otherwise, I'll roll on my phone and show you.
Do it that way, because
Okay.
if you can roll, assemble the pool of dice yourself and then roll, it's more fun. But
Okay.
yeah, go ahead, roll stealth and roll one purple die and one red die.
So my stealth is 2, and I'm not sure what to roll for stealth.
So you've got 2 stealth, and that goes off of your agility, which ought to be at least 3.
It is 3.
Yeah. So you've got one green die, and 2 yellow die.
And then you mentioned a purple and a red?
A purple and red difficulty die, and you get a blue boost die because it's dark.
Alright, let me know if you can see that.
Oh. And you even get 2 extra successes as well, so it allows you to move your 2 allies unseen along with you.
Perfect.
So-
Follow me, guys.
And so you guys creep right in between the legs of the walker as it goes by the narrow pass, and it doesn't even see you. So you guys continue on into the mine facility. You can see that now you're ascending into the highlands, into the rocky crags. You can see that there are large caves in the area up ahead of you.
I'll take point.
Just stops short of the caves, and he kind of gives a shrug. They look harmless enough, but I get a bad feeling from them.
I'll go ahead and try and scan the caves with my general purpose scanner.
Okay. I'll also cast Sense to see if I can sense any living creatures that reside within.
Yeah. What's the range on your general purpose scanner?
I'm actually not too sure.
Yeah, it's not an exceedingly long range.
No.
But yeah, you guys scan the area and you take a look at it. Let me roll. Who has perception?
I have 1 rank in it.
I have
I have
2
one as well.
Yeah, it should be me. Yeah, I got 2 yellow, so yeah. And I'm also attempting to Force Sense. Yeah, I have 2 ranks in Force Sense. So. Wants to roll for perception.
Okay, yeah, so you guys approach the cave and you see nothing.
Well, if we can't say anything, we can't sense anything, then we should we'll continue sneaking past the caves. We need to make it to our destination to set up the ambush.
Mm-hmm. You know, who passes by the caves first? Just volunteers to go first if none of you guys will.
I already said I would take point, so it makes more sense for me to go first.
I volunteer you both, so go ahead and do that.
Yeah, no.
So Riv, you keep a careful distance from the cave and pick your way down across the rocks beneath it. And as you pass directly in front of the opening of the cave, it allows you to see further into it for a distance. And you can see that a good deal distance further into the darkness and the shadows of the cave is a little hunched-over figure with a light repeating blaster. It's a Gand. He's a little beetle-like creature. He's covered in like a ghillie suit, trying to be clever and hidden. And he's got this light repeating blaster set up on a tripod in front of him and is trained directly at your direction. He's kind of squinting down the barrel, looking right at you down along the barrel at it. And
frack.
Yeah, he's kind of you see this and you can see that your 2 allies just a few steps behind you cannot yet see the Gand, who's maybe a medium distance away off inside of the cave.
Can I leap backwards into them so I don't get shot and so it alarms them that there's something there?
Yeah, you back off and
Yeah.
head off the other direction. And inform them that it's definitely a trap there. There's a little beetle man set up with a light repeating blaster on a tripod inside of that cave.
And it's probably safe to assume that every single cavern has one of those little beady guys or something similar that's set up just to shoot whoever walks past. So we should just we might have to backtrack a little bit, or we can go around them.
You know that it's very unlikely ever to find a Gand who's not on a mission. If you run into a Gand and he has a gun pointed at you, you can almost be certain that he was sent to find you. What do you guys do?
Unless you want to throw a grenade in there and just clean it out, that'll work too.
That's what I was thinking.
I have none. So unless someone wants to let me borrow one. Yeah.
I don't have a grenade.
Throw a rock and bluff. It's a grenade. Make sound effects. So yeah, unless someone has a grenade, I can.
Jest has a grenade. Stun grenade.
Yeah, I can get up close to that machine gun nest so I can punk him with a grenade.
But if that's our only one, we might have to save it for when we get into big trouble, though. Okay, we can use our only grenade, our only resource for AoE control, or actually just try sneaking to the side and shooting him with my disruptor rifle. Just
We
disintegrate
could
him.
not sneak and just shoot him.
Yeah, it's only one guy. Let's just blast
Yeah.
him.
Just shoot him.
As you guys are discussing it, you can see from the mouth of the cave, you can see that two helmets pop up. You can see that they're humans in piecemeal laminate armor. They've got blast helms and visors and big pauldrons and everything like that, along with blaster carbines that they have slung, and they're wielding. They're shooting from the hip like cool commandos or whatever. And
All right, well.
they're both leaning out of the cave to look down at you guys, and you can see them both point with big gloved hands.
Duck and cover.
Talk to each other. You can see from the graffiti that adorns their pauldrons and their visors and helmets and everything like that these guys are decorated bounty hunters. You guys feel flattered, as it seems that the First Order found you important enough to place a bounty on your head.
Well, hopefully I'm worth more. Has to be. Anyways, yeah, let's take cover and shoot off we'll try to get the closest one and shoot them. It's better than just waving at them saying, "Hi, guys." So would this be we roll cool? Is that how it works? Cool or vigilance?
What was that?
So are we rolling cool or vigilance then to see who sees who, or who goes first? Because they're probably just not going to stop. I mean, they're just not going to keep pointing at us. They're probably going to start shooting at us. So.
Well, they're going to try and get close enough to use their blasters on stun on you.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna shoot them at a range since I have a rifle.
I'm sorry, Tim. I'm really not catching much of what you're saying.
Oh yeah, no, I mean I want to shoot them with my disruptor rifle.
Yeah, so we need to roll an initiative. Everybody, let's see here. I'll roll.
Do I have the ability to roll cool instead of vigilance?
No, it would be vigilance for everyone,
All right.
since you stumbled on one another.
Is it again? Oh, it's just rolling our initiative. Just rolling vigilance and that's it.
Yeah.
Let me look something up. I think I have something that helps me out with vigilance.
That's right. You probably
Checks.
get a boost die or something.
Yeah, uncanny senses.
Kiefer, you get
No.
one die for vigilance.
One green die?
It's a willpower roll. Yeah, so you got a success as well.
I get 2 blue dice when doing vigilance checks.
Okay.
I have uncanny reactions twice.
And you get 2 green die?
Correct.
Okay. So the bounty hunters will go first. Yeah, you guys can see that the bounty hunters take cover outside of the lip of the cave, and you can see them confirm over their comms, like, "Yep, it's the ones we're looking for." And they use a maneuver to rush in close to you guys and then they use their action to take cover, so they're only a short distance away from you guys. And then you can see the Gand set up his light repeating blaster at the mouth of the cave now. He hustles up forward, sets up the tripod, and then hunkers down with it and looks down through the sights at you guys. As it then becomes...
Skuld, you better take him out.
Yeah, as it then becomes all of your guys'... It becomes Skuld's turn first.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a shot at the guy that's getting ready to shoot at us, is pointing at us.
Yeah, he's at a medium range, so you're in range of him. You have a maneuver. You can take one maneuver this turn as well. You could do a number of things. Right
Well,
now,
first I want to take my gun out.
Yeah, you already had the gun out. You guys were anticipating the possibility of a fight, so you already had the gun out. So you could take cover, or you could aim, or you could move further or closer to any of your targets.
Alright, I am going to take cover. And
Yeah.
I would need to use strain to aim.
Yeah, you need to spend 2 strain in order to aim, because that's an extra maneuver.
That's what I'm doing. So, strain myself for 2 to aim after I take cover, and I'm going to shoot at him with my heavy blaster rifle.
It's awesome. You get 1 purple die for the troopers being at a distance.
Okay. So, which dice am I going to be rolling for this? I've got
You
3
get
points in ranged heavy.
So you get 3 yellow die because you have 3 agility and 3 ranged heavy.
Okay. And then you said a purple die as well.
Yeah, you get a purple die, and you either can get a boost die, or you can cancel his black die, or you can do a called shot to a specific location with your aim.
I'm going to cancel his black die.
Okay. And so you just roll 3 yellow with 1 purple. Yeah. And so you blast the first bounty hunter up close. You get 1 point of strain back.
Oh boy.
And you did 4 successes there.
Yeah.
So you did 13 points of damage to him. Even his laminate armor does little to protect him against that, and he takes 8 points of damage. He slumps against a rock and grimaces for a second. He goes rigid for half a second from pain, but you can see as he gasps for air, he holds up his gun and he still has a little bit of fight left in him.
Damn it.
After that, it goes to Riv's turn. Oh no, it goes to Tal's turn.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to shoot the same guy. This time,
Yeah.
I'm not setting my blaster to sun. First time.
Uh-huh.
As I take aim.
It's agility 2.
No, I actually have agility 3 now.
Okay. And ranged 2 or 1?
Range light 1. So 1 yellow, 2 green.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to aim to get rid of his black die.
To get rid of his cover. And you get 1 purple die that I'm going to... see here. I'm going to spend 1 dark side points. Upgrade it to a red die. And you shoot him for 6.
I have damage 7 on this weapon.
Yeah, 7. You do 8 minus 5. You do 3 points of damage to him. He's taken 11-point wounds of damage from your guys' combined assault. And it's not enough to knock him down. You do get 2 advantages, however. So
I would like to use my advantage to give Riv a boost die.
that is a valid use for it. Riv, it's your turn.
Alright, I'll use a maneuver to take cover. And then I will hopefully finish him off.
Okay.
I have 4.
Yeah, he's got a black cover die. And 1 purple die.
Okay. And the advantage gives me does it give me a blue?
Yes.
Okay, so then I'm rolling this.
Fabulous. You scored a critical hit, greasing him.
Oh.
Yeah. You shot him with your blaster, right? Your blaster
Yeah,
rifle?
No, the disruptor rifle.
Oh, wow. That would have done a lot of damage. That's base damage of 10?
10 crits on a 2, vicious 5.
Oh my god.
Holy cow.
I believe
Yeah,
he
so
is.
you maimed him. You blasted off a limb, so you disintegrate his arm at the elbow. And he falls to the ground and he screams in agony and he's completely incapacitated. After that, it becomes the remaining bounty hunter's turn. It's just the Gand and the remaining human.
What about Jest?
Oh, Jest has a chance to go. Jest has 2 light weapons now, and so he will attack, cover, fire. Just dives for cover and then clips off a shot at the Gand, and he shoots the Gand for 7 minus 5. He shoots the Gand for 2 points of damage. Strains himself while doing so. Then it becomes your bounty hunter captors.
Just so you know, I did not take cover.
It was these 2 guys who took cover, plus Jest.
Yeah. I didn't want to strain myself.
Yeah, the Gand maneuvered and then set up his gun last turn, and so he aims and then auto blasts and covers the whole area in front of you guys. He's at a medium distance away, so that's 2 purple die. And he auto blasts, so he upgrades 1. So it's 1 purple, 1 red, 2 heavy, 2 yellow, 1 green, and he aimed and he fires at you, Tal Alra.
Yeah.
He misses you.
Oh, thank God.
But he blows apart the rocks that you're standing underneath, and they fall out from underneath you, and you disappear into a dark expanse underneath the ground. And so your allies turn as you just watch Tal just disappear into one of the little cave networks that's honeycombs the area as Tal just vanishes. Tal, you land with a thump in darkness and are unharmed, but you wonder where you are for a second. the remaining human bounty hunter takes a look down at you two crouching in cover, and he pulls a stun grenade out of his pack, and he tosses it right in between Skuld and Riv, and he tries to blast the shit out of the both of you.
I'm gonna activate. Wait, I can use my. When I activate my force ability to make it so it increases the difficulty die by 1. Is this a one-time use, or can I use it repetitively? Forgot.
Yeah, your ability works by simply committing a force die to it. So before the attack goes down, you simply say that your force die is committed to defense.
Yeah,
so as you see him go for the stun thing, you commit your force die, and he rolls to a short distance.
Sorry, I forgot to roll the dice off.
You two have cover, and you upgrade the attack, so you give him a red die.
I'm gonna strain myself to yell. Terrified.
He succeeds in hitting you guys, but he rolled a despair, so he includes himself in the blast somehow.
Shrapnel.
So let's hear 8, 10. So you guys take 5 minus your soak, and he takes 5 minus his soak.
Oh, poor baby. So I take nothing.
And it's
soak is 7.
And it's strain damage because it was a stun grenade. Yeah, I was looking at soak, Riv. I was wondering about how you got a 7, because I got 2 for brawn, and 2 for heavy battle armor, and 1 for Gageteer. So I've got 5.
Okay. Let's see where I got it. Armor Master increases soak by 1. Jury Brig improve the armor soak by 1. The Vescogram has a soak of 2. Superior Armor Mod increases soak by 1. And Brawn increases soak by 2.
You got a Superior Armor Mod?
Yeah, that was the first one that you gave me.
Right. That definitely makes up the difference then. That'd be 7.
That's a ridiculous amount of soak.
Hey, I got 4 more.
Don't make people hit us harder, because he can't die.
Well, I mean, you're a sniper. You're supposed to be like 20 meters behind me, not even seen. We need to give you active camo.
Probably.
Either way, it's duck and cover or going in.
See here. After that, it becomes Skuld's turn.
Alright, Am I in cover anymore? Did the grenade take my cover away?
No, you still are behind cover.
Okay. I'm going to aim and shoot at the Gand.
Okay.
So is that going to be 3 yellow?
Yeah, you get 3 yellow, and he's a medium distance away from you right now, so you get 2 purple. And
Does
he has
aiming
cover against?
Does aiming grant
against you.
Does aiming grant a blue die?
Yeah, it either grants you a blue die, or it cancels out a black die, or it allows you to make a called shot.
Okay, so 3 yellow die, 2 purple die, and a blue die, because I'm aiming.
Yeah.
Okay.
You give Tall Alra a boost die, but you aren't able to shoot the Gand.
All right. So
You could strain for another maneuver, otherwise.
can I strain to throw my climbing gear down the hole that my teammates down in?
Yeah. You can spend 2 strain to immediately pull out your climbing gear and throw a rope down the hole that Tall disappeared down.
Hell
Alright.
yeah.
So I now have a rope going down to you, and I'm assuming I hold on to it. I don't think I had time to tie it to anything.
You have like a grapple that you can secure to a rock near to you, so you're proficient with your climbing gear. So you bring out the grapple and secure a line and descend it down the rocks.
All right, so I'm strained for 5 total now.
Mm-hmm. And it becomes Tall's turn.
I'm just kind of, what the fuck? I do not want to be down here.
Yeah,
this is awful.
You take a look around, and it's pitch black inside of this rock area, except for a little stray beam of light that shoots down through the dust that you've disturbed through this subterranean tunnel, and you can hear something breathing near to you. It's coming from directly underneath you, and you look down, and you can see a pair of red eyes glowing down by where your ankles are. And it's just breathing and staring at you inside of the dark tunnel. And you look up and you can see the sunshine of the open tunnel right above you as the rope descends down, and the very pleasing face, comparatively pleasing face of your Rodian companion with his climbing gear up above you. And then you glance back down, and you can see that the thing has already risen to a stand, and it is standing eye level with you now.
Oh, God.
And so what do you do?
I get the fuck out of here and start climbing.
You maneuver over to the rope, and then you maneuver on up the rope, and so you're up into the air. And you're scrambling up, and your turn ends with like you right up at the edge of the hole, with Skuld Plasto looking down at you. He's like got a hand out, and he's helping you up out of the tunnel. And Skuld, you can see down into the tunnel onto the shadowy vaguely humanoid figure underneath him. And it's an enormous red-scaled, four-armed, vaguely mammalian creature that you look down there. You can see that it is, if you have any xenology, you might know what this is just by looking at it.
No.
I have xenology.
You're looking up. You're looking up at me.
Yeah, you're looking up desperately. Yeah, exactly. You're looking up desperately, scrambling. You can feel this thing like rising up from the ground underneath you as you're ascending on the rope. So you haven't gotten a clear look at it just yet. And then it becomes Riv's turn. You hear a girlish shriek emit from the hole in the ground, Riv.
Can't we focus on one thread at a time before we...
What do you do? Hey, baby.
I will go investigate the girlish scream.
you take a look at the two bounty hunters that are squared off against you, and you chance a glance
Just cuts it.
down the hole. Do you have any xenology?
Xenology. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 green
Yes.
dice.
Yeah, nope. You take a look at the thing, and you're just like, oh, big red monkey, horrible 4-armed red monkey thing.
Maybe it's stunned too.
What do you do? That wasn't a maneuver. That was just like glancing over your shoulder. You're like, what are you two doing? Oh my god!
I'm gonna pretend it doesn't exist and shoot one of the bounty hunters in front of me.
The human or the Gand?
Yak. Oh wait, the Yak got back up after me blowing off his arm. Oh wait, no, that was the other thing. Yeah, I'll shoot the Gak.
The other guy got blown to pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll shoot the Gak. Stupid Gaks. What is it? What's his defense?
He's a medium distance away, so you get 2 purple die. And he's got cover against you, so you get a black die.
I'll use the maneuver to take cover after 2. Oh wait, no. Do we have to use the maneuver to take cover repetitively, or?
No, unless something takes cover away from you. Circumstances might change, or if you move from your location, then you've got to take cover again.
Oh, in that case, I'll use maneuver to aim.
Cool, so you add a blue die.
So he gets 2 purple and 1 black, correct?
Yep.
Oh, bugger. I missed.
Yeah. But you get several advantages you could spend.
Next time.
What are you going to spend your advantages on? You can award one of your allies or yourself a blue die.
I would like to award Kiefer.
Yes, but I didn't get it
Kiefer?
to install.
Yeah, I'll award one for every ally. Kiefer, Jess, and Alex.
I'm giving it a try.
Okay. Well, you only get, it costs two to award a blue die.
Yeah, to Keith then. Skuld.
Yeah, so Skuld acts next.
I'm going to. Well, am I currently pulling up?
No.
My teammate? No. Okay.
You could use your action to yank him up out of the hole, because you can see this thing directly behind him as he's scrambling up on the rope.
Dang it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use my action to pull him up out of the hole. How deep of a hole is this?
He fell down a short distance, like maybe 6 meters.
Do I know if there's a danger of this
15
thing
feet.
coming out of the hole right after I pull him out?
Oh yeah, the thing that he fell on top of looks pissed.
Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna use my action to pull him out.
Yeah, it doesn't require a roll. You just reach down and you just bro lift him out of the hole, and he pops to the ledge alongside you.
Oh, thank God.
And you still have a maneuver.
I'm not gonna be able to shoot anyone, am I?
No, since you used your action.
I have a maneuver. Can I get within long range of the bounty hunter or the Gand?
Yeah, he's about a medium range away from you right now, so
I want to
you
move
can.
to a far distance away from him.
Yeah, you
So I don't
can
get any
move.
penalties.
You can move from medium to long range, and so you start hoofing it. You'll have to use one more maneuver in order to get to a long range.
Which will be
Next turn.
strain? Or 2... Oh, okay. Next turn.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You
All
could strain. You could strain again and then run to long range now.
Alright, let's do it.
Yeah. So you yank Tall Alra to safety, and then you sprint to a long range.
Does that use 1 strain or 2?
2.
Okay. Alright. That'll be the end of my turn.
Mm-hmm. And so Tall went, Riv went, Plasto went. It's now back to the Bounty. It's Jest's turn. Jest takes one look down the hole and he goes, "Holy shit, it's a Gundark." And he maneuver away from the Gundark, and then he shoots him.
So I cut out there, but with my knowledge of xenology, 1 rank, does a Gundar mean anything to me? Intelligence 4?
A Gundark? It's a highly adaptable life form that's been found on many planets because of star travel. It's often used in pit fighting and illegal gambling because it's a very bloodthirsty. It's like a Tasmanian devil with 4 monkey arms and fangs and red scales.
Oh my god.
Just shoots the bounty hunter, blasts him for 6, 9, 4 points of damage. This guy's been wounded a couple of times now. And then it becomes the bounty hunter's turn. The Gand aims down his light repeating blaster, and he's going to try and obliterate one of you guys. See here. The Rodian is a long distance away now at this point, so it's harder for him to hit him. And so it's Riv who's right in front of him. But Riv, you've got cover, right?
Cover and the defense thing going.
You've got cover and ranged defense, so he aims. Does that?
So I got
You're at a medium distance away from him.
Yeah. Cover, range defense, and it's.
I'm gonna spend a force point.
Okay. So does cover increase the die by 1? Does the range defense decrease the die by 1? And I know the force sense rank 2. Once per round, when an attack targets me, I can upgrade the die by 1. So is that 3 up?
Oh.
3 upgrade.
Yeah, you've got force sense, so you give me a red die.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gand tries to shoot you with his light repeating blaster. Ooh, he misses. And so he blows away your cover, and so your cover is gone. And then he gives you a black die. And then he gives the bounty hunter a boost die, and the human bounty hunter goes next. Human bounty hunter is going to shoot at Tall Alra.
Bastard.
Are you there, Alex? Yeah. The human bounty hunter. I don't know. Actually, You just climbed back out of the hole, whereas Riv has been a dangerous threat the whole time. Skuld Blasto is apparently running away. Actually, Skuld Blasto is apparently running away. He's going to blast Plasto.
All right.
Blast Plasto. So he aims and fires.
Damn it.
Plasto, he shoots you. He shoots you for...
Oh.
For all of it. He
Yeah,
did it.
he shoots you for 11. Shoots you for 11 points of wound damage.
Woo!
As you're running.
My wound threshold is 12, so...
What's your soak, though?
Oh, my soak is 3.
Yeah, you get 3 soak off of that, so he only hits you
Okay.
for 8 points of damage.
Only 8.
He also got a what you call it, a 2 advantages on you. So he takes one of your maneuvers next turn. He shot you and knocked you off balance, and so you lose a maneuver.
Great. It's perfect.
It's back to your turn.
Whose turn?
Skuld Plasto.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm not going to use a maneuver because it's been taken away from me. I'm getting shot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to fire at the Gand without taking aim.
Okay.
So it's still going to be 3 yellow?
Yeah, you get 3 yellow die and 3 purple die.
Okay.
Because you're at a long distance away from him now.
I don't get an advantage for shooting a long-range weapon?
No, it just means that you can make an attack at that range category.
Okay.
You have 4 destiny points. If you wanted to spend one, you could add a green die.
I'm doing that. So
Alrighty.
3 yellow, 3 purple, 1 green? Is that my roll?
You get 1 black die because the Gand is crouching behind cover behind his with his little gun.
Okay.
Oh, you hit him, and you crit the shit out of him.
Thank God.
You blast the Gand for 10 points of damage. He soaks 5 of it, so you wound him. You crit him. Yeah, you shoot him right through the chest plate, and it just gushes with green blood from a fearsome wound. He suffers penalties to presence and willpower. So, the Gand is crit, and it becomes Tal Alra's turn.
I'm going to try and pacify this crazy 4-eyed red monkey. I'm going to call to the force
Oh, okay. Yeah.
to attempt a discipline versus discipline check.
Okay. First roll a force die.
I'll let you do that for me.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
You guys have 3 destiny points.
I'm
So
going to
you-
use it
You use it, and so you use the dark side, and
to try and give it a sense of fear.
You take your first point of conflict for the session,
Yep.
and you fill the gun dark with fear, and you don't have to roll. I think it just runs away. Yeah, you fill the gun dark with fear, and it knows that you're powerful, and it backs away and flees down the dark tunnels that it was crouching in.
As my maneuver, I take cover.
Yeah, you take cover in the firefight, and it becomes Riv's turn.
Can I shoot him in the black as he's fleeing?
Oh, the creature?
Yeah.
I'd say he probably has cover from you just because you get 2 black dice just because he's got intervening cover and he's in darkness.
Oh. We'll just shoot the remaining bounty hunter in front of us then.
Yeah, the Gundark doesn't look like he wants to hang around, and so you see the bounty hunter, the 2 bounty hunters instead. Do you aim at the human or the cat?
The human.
Okay. He's a short distance away from you, so it's just a purple die. And he still has cover.
So purple-black?
Yeah.
And aiming gives me a blue?
Yeah, you aim down the sights of your gun, and wow, impressive. 6.
Wow, that's 16. Crit and a crit.
Those aren't successes; those are just advantages.
Oh, I suck at this.
You get a boost die for your next turn, and Skuld gets a boost die for his next turn, and Alex gets a boost die for his next turn. So all of you guys get a boost die.
Woo!
Yeah.
As you are fearsome and impressive, but ineffective.
It's the I'm here for more support. Come on, guys, keep fighting. And then
Keep shooting.
Yeah, it's Jess's turn. So Jess is going to try and finish off this human bounty hunter who's wounded from before. He does not hit. But he does grant... He grants Skuld an additional boost die, so you have 2 now, Skuld. He grants Tal a boost die, and he recovers 1 strain.
Nice, so they can both have 2.
Yeah. That ends Jess's turn. The Gand is super pissed. He looks down and, like, touches his green-yellow blood that's coming from his chest, and he just sneers at you. And he looks at a long distance away, and instead of using the auto-fire function on his light blaster, he's going to do a single shot and try to shoot, counter-snipe you, Skuld Plasto.
Great.
You've offended him.
Can I use all my boost dice to tell him not to do that?
He uses a dark side destiny point to try to end you, Skuld.
Oh, good. Good for him.
And the blaster hits you for 9 plus 1, 2, 3.
It's nice knowing you guys.
He hits you for 12 points of. He hits you for 12 wounds, minus 3 for your soak.
Ooh, so that only puts me at 16 wounds, which is far above my 12.
Yeah, Skuld goes down. Skuld, you got crit for a minor nick. So you take 1 point of strain in addition to.
In addition to being totally destroyed,
yeah.
I'm also tired.
But you suffered a critical is the important thing. So you write that down as a minor nick. As you got as you got wasted on that attack from the Gand. The bounty hunter shoots at Tal. Tal, did you dive for cover?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, the bounty hunter shoots you. He's up close, so he's able to use the stun setting on his gun. And so he hits you for 8 points of strain.
Bastard.
And it becomes a Skuld Plasto's turn. You need to roll me resilience. It's a hard
Drink
resilience
gurgle
test.
blood.
You.
All right. What am I rolling for resilience?
Resilience is your brawn, so you get two green die and 3 purple die.
2 green die, 3 purple. Do I still have 2 advantages to being dead? Is that?
You do. You still have two boost die that you can use on this.
So I'm gonna use 2 blue die. Maybe the blood will clot and I'll heal. Okay, so I'm rolling 2 green, 3 purple, 2 blue.
Yeah. Oh no, nothing. You gurgles in blood.
Perfect. I think that's what I would have expected him to do.
You gurgles in blood a good jog away from the rest of your crew members. And then it becomes Tal's turn.
I've had enough of their shit. I'm shooting the closest one to me.
Yeah,
the human. Yep.
The human is right near to you, and he's been wounded a couple of times.
Yeah, and this entire fight, my blaster is not on stun. I'm sick of their shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna aim. To get rid of his black die.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna shoot. 2 green, 1 yellow, 1 blue.
Right. Short distance away. You triumphed. You crit him and then some.
Yeah.
Yeah, you deal a fearsome wound, shooting him through the chest, and he falls to the ground, and you get... You also get another maneuver.
I guess crouch back down into cover.
Mm-hmm.
Is that for the triumph?
Yeah. Well,
okay. Can I spend any of those advantages?
Well, the 3 advantages crits, and
okay.
The triumph can be a variety of things. You can give a boost. You can give an upgrade to
I'm giving an upgrade to Riv.
Okay. Yeah. Instead of a different. And so Riv's acting next.
Hope one of you can shoot stim packs, because I'm still really far away.
Yes, he is a medium distance away from the rest of you guys. He did spend two maneuvers hauling ass out that way, out to get a good vantage point to shoot the Gand, which worked, except the Gand shot him right back. So Riv, it's your turn.
Alright, so I got the boost dice from there. I'm going to aim for another boost dice, and hopefully we can Finish off the human. I can hit.
Just so you know, you got an upgrade die just for me, not a boost die.
Yeah.
So that gives me 4 yellow then.
3 yellow and 1 green.
Well, I already had 3 yellow and 1 green.
Oh shoot! It is 4 yellow then.
Yeah, suck it, nerd.
You
And by
smell
nerd, I was
it.
talking to the human who I'm standing down the barrel of my disruptor rifle, and then I
Yeah.
attempt to shoot him. Does he
Yeah,
still
you're-
cover?
Yes, he does.
Wait, are you shooting the gnat or the human?
The human, I said.
I
There
thought
we
he
go.
was. Whoa!
Yeah.
He's dead.
Well, you also crit him because a disruptor rifle crits on a 2. So you got 2 advantages. So you disintegrate him. You disintegrate his midsection, and he kind of raggedy Anns to the ground and just flip-flops in a spiral of gore
Just dance, puppets dance.
as he flops to the ground.
I'd like
And,
to use maneuver to take cover, because I realized I kind of just been standing there without taking cover this entire time. So now I'm going to get some cover.
After which Jest fires at the aims and then fires at the Gand.
Excellent.
He drops the Gand, and you guys
Atta
are
boy.
victorious. Let's see here. After the fight, you guys take a look around, and the bounty hunters are laying dead in the sand. The Yank is still alive. He's just sputtering in the ground. The 2 humans that he brought along, they did not survive the battle. They were disintegrated pretty badly, and poor Skuld is a little bit mangled.
Okay, Tall, you go help out Skuld. I'll go take
Yeah,
care
I
of
do that. I do that.
You can attempt to roll first aid.
I'm actually trained in medicine, 1, and I have an intelligence of 4. So yeah. Let's go ahead and do that.
Do you possess a med pack?
I have an emergency med pack, actually.
Okay, that allows you to make a roll at 3, and you have a destiny.
It may be a difficulty of 2. Let me look it up really quick.
It's 3 since his
Oh, that's you're right.
wounds exceed his threshold.
Correct.
What's your threshold, Skuld?
12.
12.
I've suffered 16.
16. So yeah, so he's laying all mangled on the ground, and so you have 3 destiny points, so you could attempt to boost this if you wanted to.
You know what? I'm gonna strain instead.
Strain.
Intense
And
focus, bringing me down to 2.
You could destiny point on top of that.
Let's do it.
You spend a destiny point. Trying to get Plasto back on his feet.
Away from the light.
And so your first aid is effective, and it restores 8 wound. It removes 8 wounds from Plasto's wound threshold.
Nice.
And so you could
Fantastic.
still administer a stim pack and heal 5 more if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it.
Alright.
From his stash, of course.
That's perfectly acceptable.
He got a minor nick on his rib cage from the blaster shot, where it nearly ruptured his abdomen. You could stitch that shut, or because it makes him vulnerable to more critical hits.
I have the emergency med pack should have something like Sim Flash or something like that.
Yeah, it does have synth flesh in there for the. Still requires an average medicine check in order to stitch him up.
Okay, let's do that. No modifiers. So that's 1 yellow, 3 green.
Yeah. And so you get a success. You remove the critical hit from Plasto. So, Plasto, what's your wound count?
Good as new. I've suffered 3 now.
Okay,
Total.
so you're in fighting form again after being laid low a little bit.
Alright.
Were the rest of you guys injured?
I've just really strained. I'm down to 2.
I think
No.
I was the punching bag that fight.
I was jogging through the park. Speaking of jogging through the park, I'm gonna go inspect their bodies, and I'm gonna take care of the Gak before he can radio new friends that he failed miserably.
Well, when you went to long distance, you became the Gank was the only one who could hit you, and so the Gank knew that you were his problem. It's like,
It's
oh,
fine.
this
I've been
guy's-
close to dying more than once now.
Yeah, Skuld is pretty tough. So you guys can roll cool or discipline in order to remove strain if you want to.
I'll roll discipline this time around. 1 yellow, 1 green for me, plus a force die.
Okay, it was green, a yellow, and a force die.
Yes.
You remove 4 strain.
And what are cool and discipline rolls?
Cool is presence, and discipline is willpower.
So
Okay, so
advantages don't get me anything, right, Tory?
2 advantages get you 1 strain.
Alright, so you get 3 plus 2, so 5 total. Still not good.
5 total.
Up to 7.
So I'm going to roll cool, and my presence is 2. Is that just 2 green die?
Yeah.
What does that do for my strain threshold?
You recover 1 strain.
Alright.
You remove 1 strain, and then you guys are taking a look at the cave that the bounty hunters were holed up in. It looks like they'd been there for a while, and that it extends quite a ways inside of the mountain. You can see cables and conduit going in there for lighting fixtures and power for machinery inside.
Riv, what were you able to get off these bounty hunters, other than what they were shooting us with?
Yeah, I gotta roll. I gotta roll for that, I believe.
Well, you're easily able to pick up the heavy blasters that the 2 humans had, and the Gand Findsman. He had a light repeating blaster, which is like a light machine gun. It's too heavy for an average-sized person to be able to wield standing up. You got to lie down with it along with the tripod in order to be able to lay down some withering hail of automatic fire. It has the auto fire property.
And that's a gunnery to use it, right?
It's heavy weapons to use it. It's a light repeat auto blaster. So A proper auto blaster would be gunnery.
And the Gek, any chance we can harvest some of his parts?
The Gand, he's still alive.
Oh, let's take care of that. I'll shoot him in the face.
A little beetle guy. He holds up his hand and he tries to gurgle a word of disapproval, a word of protest as you blast him with the disruptor pistol.
Yeah.
Riv, perhaps you should try to get some information out of him.
Too late. He's already dead.
Oh.
We can get information.
A bit late for a bit late for that now because you utterly disintegrated the left side of his head.
Yeah, it's okay though. We'll search him for a data pad or any information because they probably have a bounty on us, or they probably have the information on them. And if not, we already know that people are gunning for us, so it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, these individuals must...
What was that?
Is there any chance of harvesting his cybernetics or prosthetics?
He's not a gank, he's a Gand. He's a little beetle man.
Oh, I thought there was a gank.
No,
I never knew it was a Gand. Okay.
I may have misspoke once. It's a Gand.
That was me.
A Gand is a little beetle guy. He likes big guns.
Yeah, we'll just search their bodies, find anything useful, and then we'll slightly throw them into one of the caverns. Just to hide them.
You can see the bounty hunters set up a little ambush point inside of the caves. You can investigate that, or you can continue on your way to the mines.
We can spend a few moments to look in there just to see if they had anything useful. But I'll like to roll perception to it just in case they booby-trapped anything.
I as well.
Please roll me perception. Roll it with 3 difficulty die.
And Tory, can you...
Oh, I keep losing Alex.
Two success, 1 threat.
Yeah, you peer inside of the chamber, and you can see that they did, in fact, leave a security system active in front of the entrance of the cave where they had set up their little cubby. There's a grenade with a proximity detonator attached to it. It's at the mouth of the cave, angled to hit somebody who was standing at the entrance.
I believe that would be a mechanics check to disarm this.
You could use skullduggery or computers.
I'm going to use computers to do this.
Okay.
That's going to be 3 yellow, 1 green.
Yeah, you deactivate the grenade proximity detonator. You use your slicer gear to interfere with the proximity switch and walk right up to it and put the pin back in the grenade. And add it to your inventory. You take 2 additional strain because the nerve-wracking process was stressful.
Oh man. Riv, here's a grenade. Add it to your inventory.
Excellent. Frag grenade?
I believe so.
Attaboy. Let's see if we can salvage any of the other equipment, then we'll head out of here.
While this is happening, Skuld is taking a leak.
Okay. As you guys approach the interior of the cave and take a look around, it looks like the bounty hunters had very quickly set this place up as an ambush point. They threw down some crates which have some rations and some extra reloads, and yeah, you can see a data pad there with the bounties on your guys' heads. There's a 10,000 cred bounty on each of your heads.
Not a whole lot, but still.
Mm-hmm. They were carrying some creds themselves. They had 4,500 creds. And you look further inside of the chamber, you can see underneath some camouflage netting, you can see a pair of air bikes.
Ooh.
Oh, hell yeah.
There's our escape route. For those of us who
Two air
are...
bikes.
Yeah.
So how
Yeah,
many
so
rations do we get from this?
Let's see here. We're having some issues with connectivity, so when we get Kiefer back, let's try to rejoin this call.
Okay. Yeah, because I've been repeatedly kicked from the call,
I have it.
and I have to like agree
Yeah,
to
no, it's
weird.
it's sad. It's making me sad.
Alright, then we'll hang up and reform. See you on the flip side.
We were trying to restore some activity there.
Alright, so did they go into the cave?
Yeah, so right when you left there for a bathroom break, they found two air speeders inside of the bounty hunter's ambush cave. A little alcove.
Oh, cool. Okay. Very cool. Are they coming back online, or is that the end of our chapter?
Well, but maybe we will end there for tonight.
You cut out there for a second.
We'll award XP and whatnot.
Oh, okay.
We all back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so So, we will end with you guys discovering the airspeeder bikes. They will be a important piece of your arsenal in this upcoming heist that you're doing.
And we have 2 of them.
Mm-hmm. They're big enough to seat one pilot and 1 passenger, so somebody can cling to the back seat of one of them.
Okay. And how many rations did we acquire?
You guys found I'm not sure how much rations. What
It would likely be out. Depending on how long they were here, probably like 3 to 6, I would say.
like 3 weeks of rations. They're prepared to come on a long hunt for you guys.
Okay.
They have very small dossiers on all of you guys. You're like flattered that the First Order pays such close attention to details. Oh, that is not my favorite color.
Can I keep mine?
Yeah. You immediately feel like, oh, this is a souvenir or something. This is there's even a little First Order stationary symbol up in the top corner. You're like, oh, this is sweet.
Perfect.
Alright, so just to recap, we have 4,500 credits, 3 weeks of rations, a data pad, 2 air speeder bikes.
Mm-hmm.
And we could sell those air speeders or keep them, but keep in mind that the bastard can only hold so much.
I don't need a speeder bike. They're too noisy.
The bandit, bounty hunters have a pack of death sticks. And 5 doses of Booster Blue.
Alright.
So you find some. You guys find some low-grade drugs.
I'll explain why they were so easy to dispense with.
Easy.
Well, compared to our last run, it was pretty low-key.
At the end of that session, you guys each get 20 experience points.
All right.
Everybody gains 4 morality, except for Alex. Alex, you only gain 3 morality.
I'm still below 50.
Mm-hmm.
That puts me up to 47. Because the dark side really does like to call to me. All the fucking time.
Literally every time you call in the force, the dark side is back. It's like, yes, my child, what do you need? My old friend?
And fucking Silo Renzo's like going up to Riv like, oh, you're my protege. I'm like, no, you chose the wrong one. What are you doing? I am the dark one here. It's bullshit.
Well, well, let's see here. So, do you guys want to play on Saturday?
I would like to. I'm planning on going out of town Friday. So I will
Okay.
try to take a tablet or something with a camera, just in case I can break free to do that.
Yeah. Well, let's try to play Saturday. If you're not able to, we'll touch base before then, and then we'll reschedule.
Okay, perfect.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah. So
Is there a way we could play before Saturday?
didn't get a lot covered today. It was just a little bit of hard crunch with the rules, but it's good because we're learning the combat system really well.
I'll get my dice rolls down sometime.
Alrighty, guys. Go ahead, tally that experience points and spend them on what you like, and message me with questions about your character here, and I will see you this weekend.
Sounds good.
See you guys later. Have a good one.
All right, have a good one.
Adios.
Yeah. Adios, guys. Good night.
Night.